do veterans want to stay on a 61 team, and why would a guy like Nola want to play for a team that has only won 61 games?
Because I am aware that Joey Votto, this could be
27 rings, Brandon. But what is that doing for you today?
history carries on in baseball, Doug.
But what is that doing for you right now at this moment? Nothing, because your team didn't even make the World Series.
Oh, well, if they were...
Big liberal school, correct?
I'm going to stay out of I'm going to stay out of the political. I'm going to not comment on the political stuff.
You can just beat Rutgers to death tonight.
Yeah. Liberal tears once again, correct?
Whatever you say, Doug.
We going to Monkey Bar? Monkey Bar?
No.
No Monkey Bar tonight? Sorry, bro. We're not going to Monkey Bar. All right.
Malibu at the
Diner, part of the casino.
Guardians, they basically ran away with that division.
Girls
They
all
are
over Hawaii. It's Hawaii.
Oh, of course.
There's gonna be some good-looking girls.
He would like wear like McKinnon, and then he would
are
wear,
better than every other American League team.
Yeah, but this is my show. MVP quarterback, and then the other quarterback.
No matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. We have special guests with us today. We got John Giordano and Brandon Schwartz will join us later on in the show. Oh, there he is. Brandon's with us now. This is going to be a great show, guys. I'm looking forward to it. We went to the Rutgers game over the weekend. We left at halftime. Rutgers had the lead, and then they fell apart, as always. So, guys, welcome back to the show. Welcome back.
Good to be back, Doug.
Good to be back.
Brandon's with his pranks. All right, so let's get started with that game we went to. I thought that was a good game. I had fun.
We knew that they would get off to a good start. And then we all, listen, we were waiting for the explosiveness by Michigan in the second half. We knew that they were going to get blown out. It was just a matter of time before they really started to fall apart.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's Rutgers football for you.
Yeah, but basketball starts tonight, which is a new start for Rutgers. So that will be good. Playing Columbia.
Well, they don't have
No Gio Baker, no Ron Harper.
Gio or Ron Harper.
But I think they'll be good still. I think they'll still have a good team.
Yeah. So let's there's really not much to talk about in the college football world because it's always the same teams in
That's
the
right.
playoff.
Yep.
This year you got Tennessee. Tennessee's at the 1 seed, I think.
Yeah,
I think so.
And before you get into all the stuff, I don't know if you guys knew this, but I heard everything you said before I logged on to this computer. I heard you call me a child.
I didn't call you a child.
Oh no, I heard you saying some stuff about me. I know, John. I know you. I know. So you guys are talking about me.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you did. I heard.
I think that was John.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Fake news, Doug, right?
Yeah, that's fake news.
That was funny. That was funny.
Well, speaking of Adam, how about those Buffalo Bills?
Well, you heard that?
Yeah.
But how did you hear that? Oh, I'm not connected to. Oh yeah, I'm only connected to the headphones, but you can still hear the outer.
Yeah. So
Good
those
job,
Buffalo
Brandon.
Bills,
Yeah.
the Bills are falling apart in that AFC East, I think, because you're going to have the Jets going on a run. Dolphins are looking good with Tua. When you have a healthy Tua, the Dolphins are a scary team. Shout out to Nicole and Dave Go Sports. The Dolphins are a scary team. So who is going to come out and win this division? Will it be the Bills? Will it be the Jets? Or will it be the Miami Dolphins? Even the Patriots are going on a run. So besides these bad divisions where you got the NFC South, AFC South, you could call it a bad division, who's going to come out on top on this AFC East?
It's definitely going to be. Even though it's a tight race, probably still going to be Buffalo. I just don't see Buffalo losing this division, even though they lost yesterday, 20-17. Listen, that was, and I've said this to people, that was probably the worst game Buffalo played all season. Worst game they played all season. The defense was horrible. Josh Allen, and supposedly I just got an alert that he's injured now. I don't know if you guys got that alert.
I haven't seen anything like that.
I saw something. I don't know if you got the alert, but something about an elbow. But
I saw that yesterday at the end of the game.
I don't know if it's a serious thing though.
He was grabbing his arm. They showed it on TV.
I don't know, but McDermott might have to limit his time next week, so they'll see they'll see how he goes during the week. But I don't think it's anything serious like a torn ligament or anything, so that's good. But yeah, the Bills are probably going to win the division, but you got to give credit to all these other teams. I mean, they've put on a show.
Miami.
And especially the New York Jets. I mean, who would think they'd be 6-3?
Yep.
Right,
Some
Johnny
people thought
Love?
they would go 0-9.
Some people thought they would go 0-9. Yeah, I think a
for
lot
sure.
of people. Yeah, man. But
Or 1-8 at that.
yeah. But at least the Jets aren't run by Childs. You child.
Childs. Just so, John, when you bring that up, are you like joking around? Because apparently,
Now I'm starting to get a little worried. Like, I don't know if he's actually being. If you guys are being
because I was a
serious
child.
about it.
Apparently, I was a child in Seattle.
Yeah, like I get worried. Like now, I'm getting a little worried that you think I'm a child and immature.
Some of the things you do, Brandon.
Yeah, but I just like to have a good time, you know.
Those stupid messages you send to group chat.
What message? But it was Tony and Andrew too were doing it. It wasn't just me.
The real children are the ones that FaceTime like 20 times in 10 minutes.
Oh, I don't. I just want to let you guys know I don't do any of the FaceTimes. I don't call them. It's not.
I think it's Tony.
It's not. Me
I think so too.
chat.
I think Bram started earlier.
Yeah, this is kind of funny, actually. Yeah.
Or
We're trying to figure out who the mystery pranker is
The
here.
mystery FaceTime caller.
Yes. But
Yep.
Before,
Or it's me who does it.
I just realized, where are you located? Is that like a you know what that looks like? It looks like a debate room, like a presidential debate where you looks like you're in like a stage or something.
Well, I'm in the studio right now. That's where I'm at.
Well, what is the background supposed to be? Is it supposed to represent anything?
Tomorrow's the midterms.
Right. So where is that in DC? He's supposed to be in DC?
I guess you could say we're in DC, but
I
we're
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
like
nice,
it.
Doug.
You look you look good. You look good with the background there. You look like a
Brandon, you
real.
have to do something like that.
You look like a real political expert.
I know.
And you've always been, you know.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, you're gonna run for town council. That's good, you know.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes. Thinking about it.
Yeah, man, you should.
Yeah. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then when we get back, I want to discuss Major League Baseball. The offseason is going to be pretty interesting. Edwin Diaz is back for the Mets. Aaron Judge will not be a Yankee, which I'm pretty excited about. So we'll be right back. Oh, quick announcement. Dougie and Espo will not be happening this Wednesday because Kyle is missing. But here's a quick commercial break for Dougie and Espo. MVP quarterback. And then the other quarterback we have is Derek Carr.
Everything happens to me. Zach Wilson getting hurt happens to me. Not getting let into Bar A happens to me. Going to the hospital after the Jets beat the Titans happened to me.
Especially going back to Columbus down.
Why? They were horrible this year.
Malibu and the diner.
These leaders of these countries.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the Doug Sharavo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. Major League Baseball offseason is here. And Edwin Diaz is going to the New York Mets. I believe it's a 5-year, $102, $110 million contract. It's the record for closers That is the record for closures, and it's going to be an interesting conversation for other teams and who they bring in. Could be Trey Turner, Carlos Correa, Aaron Judge, because as we all know, he will not be a New York Yankee in 2023 and beyond. So let's hear it. What's a wild prediction for this upcoming offseason? John, let's hear it.
That's a good question, Doug. But I think Aaron Judge flies across the country and goes and plays and creates a super team with the Dodgers.
So Aaron Judge will be a Dodger according to John.
Yes.
Brandon, let's hear your wild prediction.
Well, we discussed this the other day, Doug. You know what I'm going to say. And especially after the post I saw earlier today with Aaron Judge still at the New York, enjoying the New York City Marathon.
Well, that's where he lives.
I think from just a generalized...
That's where he still lives, so, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Of a generalized idea, I just don't see Aaron Judge going anywhere else besides the New York Yankees. We know Cashman is going to give him whatever he wants. Cashman will not be shy with his wallet when it comes down to re-signing somebody like that.
That doesn't matter, though. Judge isn't happy with the organization, and he's not going to come back.
Aaron Judge, again, will re-sign with the New York Yankees, Doug. And I understand you're just a jealous Rays fan who hasn't seen that much, the 27 rings.
Oh,
27
there he goes,
rings.
27
27 rings. They signed the best players in the world. Everybody wants to play for the New York Yankees, Doug. Everybody wants to play for the New York Yankees. Unless you're like Sonny Gray, who comes here and really sucks and wants out.
Don't forget Vlad Jr. says he doesn't want to play for the Yankees.
Yeah. But no, I'm just, my prediction is Aaron Judge will re-sign with the Yankees. In the debate, I like doing this with Doug. We did this the other day. We did this all night with the Aaron Judge.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that was great.
People on the bus took it serious, so that was the best part.
Yeah.
Yes, and that was funny. That was the funny part, is they actually thought we were being serious and going at it with each other, you know.
And don't you have another bet too?
What?
Doug, didn't you make another bet with him the other night?
No, that was just us making a video. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
So
I can never tell with you.
All right. So you want to know what my wild prediction is?
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a new shortstop in Atlanta, and it's not Dansby Swanson. It's going to be Carlos Correa. I think Carlos Correa can be a huge addition to the Atlanta Braves offense, a team that has won 101 games, and they won the division. So if they go out and get Carlos Correa, then the New York Mets have to go out and spend. And they have to go out and spend, whether it's on Aaron Judge, whether it's on another pitcher. It could be Verlander. I see him getting like a 2-year, $35 million contract. There's a lot of big bats out there. Do they go out and do they maybe sign a Jose Abreu and he could be a DH? I do not know where the Mets are going to go. There's talks that they may go after Trey Turner. So it's just a matter of time, but a lot of these teams are going to be big spenders. It could be trades, and it could be big free agent signings. I am not sure where Aaron Judge will go, but he will not be a New York Yankee. Why would someone say, look at Mark Hanna, look at DeGrom. I love it here in New York. I want to come back. What is Aaron Judge's response? I'm a free agent. We'll see what happens. How are you expecting him to come back when he says something like that? I'm a free agent now, so we'll see what happens. Nothing. No insight saying, I want to come back to New York. I love it here in the Yankees organization. I want to come back. I want to be here. There was nothing of that. So how are you going to tell me that Aaron Judge is for sure going to be a New York Yankee? Because I do not see it happening. I really do not see it happening. And if anyone else thinks it's going to happen, honestly, they are delusional and they are out of their mind. Because Aaron Judge is not giving the insight that he wants to return to the Bronx. He's not. And I think a lot of Yankee fans, including yourself, Brandon, are just a little hesitant and afraid of what life is going to be like without Aaron Judge wearing the Yankee pinstripes. I think they are scared. I think they are worried, and I think they don't know what to do with themselves if this happens.
I totally agree with the fact that, we would be scared if he left. I agree with you on that. But, if he doesn't re-sign with the Yankees are just going – they're just going to be like every other team, just go through a really big rebuild again. We'll have to restart 2017 again, where no one thought everyone thought they were going into that year and going to be really bad, but they actually were really good. And then after that, there was a few years of guaranteed winning, that they've had with the Stanton trade. They got to the playoffs every year from 2017 to now. But if Aaron Judge goes, that might be tough. Now it's all on Gleyber Torres. It's going to be on players like, now that Rizzo might not be guaranteed to come back either. Players like Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, players like, you're not going to have that star power that the Yankees had the last few years. There's no, remember, I always loved the idea of having Gary Sanchez on this team, but he's now with Minnesota. Gio Urshela's with Minnesota. So the Yankees overall are going to go through a big rebuilding. Yes, the Yankee fan is going to be nervous. They're going to be nervous. I agree with you on that. They're going to be nervous, but that's baseball. People go through ups and downs. You got to go out and spend your money on other pieces that might help you win some games and build a franchise. So that's what you're gonna have. That's what Cashman's gonna have to do.
You have enough problems to fix Brandon without.
I agree.
Judge.
I think the bullpen and the starting. The bullpen is going to be the biggest problem in the offseason. That is something they're going to have to fix for next year. The bullpen for the Yankees has looked awful. Besides those three guys, Peralta, Loaizaga, and Holmes looked all right. In the playoffs. But besides that, the bullpen looked horrible. There was nobody in there that could throw in the playoffs. Nobody.
And you're going to be missing a few guys to start next year.
Yeah. So
you have no Green.
Yeah, absolutely.
Efros is out for the year.
Mm-hmm. But and Michael King, if he comes back, that would be helpful. But we got a torn ACL, a torn ligament, I believe.
I think it was actually a broken elbow with him.
Yeah, so if he comes back, that would help. Zach Britton. But we'll see. Off season is just getting underway. World Series is over. Chapman's probably gone. Would you guys say Chapman's out of there?
He's going to Miami.
I could see that. Doesn't he? He lives there, right? Doesn't he live in Miami?
Yeah, so I think he's going to go to Miami.
All right, yeah, that makes sense. And the way he looked, the way he was in the playoff, where he didn't even show up.
And then Evan Longoria will be a Tampa Bay Ray. I think that's another surprise move. It's going to come from the Tampa Bay Rays. They're going to sign catcher because we don't know what's going to happen with Mejia, Betancourt, Zunino opted out. So who knows if Zunino comes back. But the Tampa Bay Rays will spend on Wilson Contreras, and he will be their new starting catcher. Corey Kluber, I think he goes to a team like the Chicago Cubs. And then if Trey Turner is not a New York Met, Trey Turner will be a Philadelphia Philly. So that's one of my key moves there. Turner to the Phillies, Contreras to Tampa, because they were on talks for Freddie Freeman last year, but nothing really occurred there. So there's going to be a big move from a small team. It could be Baltimore. I see them getting another pitcher. I see them getting a bat because they're going to take that next step forward to get to where they want to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, if you're just joining us, this is the Doug Stravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. If you have any thoughts, call us at 732-806-1911. Tweet us at Real Doug Serravo, or follow us on all social media, Serravo Broadcasting. You can follow us on all your podcast applications, YouTube and Facebook Live, Serravo Broadcasting, The Doug Serravo Show. We just want to apologize from Brandon for the background noise, him getting off of a subject, saying we were talking about him behind his back, which was 100% not true. So we just want to get that out of the way.
I seriously thought I heard you guys say something before.
No.
That's spreading fake news, Brandon.
Only thing I said was I don't understand why he prank calls us all day long with the no caller IDs.
Hello?
You hear me?
Yeah. My headphones weren't working for a second. How do you know it was me?
Who else would do it?
That's also the name of the group chat, Doug.
No, because look, it says no call ID on my.
But does it say FaceTime?
No, it says no caller ID unknown. See right there?
Maybe it was Tony.
Can't really see it, but.
Yeah, you can't really see her.
Yeah. Well, you're in the group chat, so you're guaranteed to get no caller IDs from time to time.
Why?
Because that's just what the group name is called.
Nah, I think it's childish.
Nah, come on, Doug. We're guys trying to have a good time in life.
I'm at the gym. I don't need to see
and I'm
50
driving
no caller IDs.
And I'm driving the car trying to listen to music.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to tell the group that.
How many times have we told them, Doug?
Many times. I removed Tony from the group and nothing happened. He's came back.
I removed Miki.
I think I may leave the group chat. We'll see.
That's totally your decision, Doug, and we'll respect any decision you have.
Well, you'll probably add him right back, Brandon.
But we'll see. This could be your last show for now. So.
Who?
Brandon.
Whose?
Yours.
Why?
For a while.
You're firing me?
No.
Oh, I got scared for a second.
No, because I'm trying to get Mark Merrill to come back, Andrew Mackin to come back, do some hockey. Same thing for you, John. So if you guys aren't invited for a show, I'm trying to get more hockey talks.
Whatever.
Because think about when was the last time Andrew and Mark came on?
I don't even know if John knows who those people are.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I know. I mean, I never even met. I don't think I've ever met Mark, but I've seen the show. Not bad. It's a good show.
Yeah. Well, he knows Andrew Mackin knows White Hat.
White Hat. Yeah.
White Hat. Now it's a gray hat.
From last year's Devil game, that was funny.
Yeah, White Hat. All right, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. I'm live from the studio. We got John and then we got Brandon. We'll be right back, and then we'll do Lepore betting. Do our NFL picks for next week. Should be interesting. We'll be right back.
So Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
The Cleveland Guardians, they basically ran away with that division.
Girls all over Hawaii. It's Hawaii. Obviously.
Oh, of course.
There's gonna be some good-looking girls.
He would wear McKinnon, and then he would
Are better than every other American League team.
Yeah, but this is my show. MVP quarterback, and then the other quarterback.
No matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
Betting. It was named after you because you are probably known for losing a lot of bets, especially when it comes to the horse racing.
My lightning 5 picks. These are the ones I like. I mean, I love them. In my picks, you'll hear them later on. Yeah, that is my best bet.
You'll hear it in Stutz Betting.
Yes, that is my best bet.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the Doug Serravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. Now it's time for my favorite segment in memory of Michael Lepore. It's Lepore Betting. We're going to go over our picks for next week's NFL games. We got John Giordano. We got Brandon Schwartz. And here we go. Share screen. NFLPlayerPredictor.com. Great website. All right. Let's start with Denver versus Tennessee. John, who do you got winning this game? And then Brandon, you'll go to the next game. We'll alternate.
I'll go Tennessee. Off that
right.
tough game last night.
Johnny Boy's got Tennessee. Brandon, who do you have for Jacksonville and Kansas City?
I'd like to see the Jaguars win, but it's probably going to be the Chiefs.
All right, so I'm gonna go with the game of the week. You got the Cleveland Browns playing the Miami Dolphins. Shout out to Nicole and Dave. Go Sports. Tua, Tyreek, Jalen. This is a great team when healthy. And I truly think they could go on a run in the playoffs. I am not sure if they can, but I think they will. So I'm going with the Miami Dolphins for this game. Shout out to Nicole and Dave. Go Sports. John, Indy or Las Vegas?
First, Doug, did you see the news out in Indy today? They fired their coach.
Yeah, Frank Reich was fired, or Reich. I'm not sure how to say it.
Jeff Saturday now going to coach them.
Oh, he's the interim?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to go with Indy in this one. Give him a win in its debut.
All right, you got Indy. Texans versus the Giants.
I'm gonna go with the Texans in a blowout. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with the Giants win by a good amount. Yeah.
We're going to be there too, Doug.
Oh, nice. Have fun, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah. If you were around, you could come with us.
We got the Saints versus the Steelers. I'm going with the Saints in this one. Vikings and the Bills. Brandon.
I would like to see the Bills win this one, a bounce back win from this week.
I got the Chargers winning against the 49ers. NFC, John, who do you got for this game? Falcons, Carolina, the Thursday night game.
I'm going to go with the Falcons.
All right. 2 in a row for Detroit. Detroit is going to win this game over the Chicago Bears. Tampa Bay, I think they're going to fall to the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle is on a roll right now with Geno Smith.
That's a game in Germany.
Nice. The Cardinals versus the Rams. Brandon.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Rams win this one. And I think they will.
Cowboys versus the Packers. Packers fall to 3-7 because the Cowboys will win that game. And then the Commanders give the Eagles their first loss of the season. And they will fall to 8-1. All right, guys. Right. Now it's time for the playoff bracket because we do this every time we do our picks. All right, hold on. Let's see.
No.
All right, Miami and Baltimore. Who wins that game? So, Brandon, you'll do the AFC. John, you do the NFC. Miami versus Baltimore. Who wins?
I see Miami beating the Ravens.
And then you got the Chargers versus the Titans.
Tough one. I'm going to go wildly and go with the Chargers in this one.
And then the Jets and the Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
John, Dallas, Atlanta.
Gotta go Dallas.
Giants, Seattle.
Hate to say it, but gotta go Seattle since it will be in Seattle.
Minnesota, Washington.
Give me Minnesota.
Wow. If we're looking at this now, it looks like every team from the NFC East is in the playoffs.
But we know that's going to change. Obviously, that probably not going to get.
All right. I'm going to do this round. I think the Vikings defeat the Seahawks and the Eagles defeat the Cowboys. I think the Dolphins defeat the Chiefs and the Chargers defeat the Bills. All right, Brandon. AFC Championship, LA versus Miami. Who wins?
I'd like to see the Chargers beat the Dolphins.
John, Philadelphia versus Minnesota. Who wins?
Minnesota gets their revenge from a couple of years ago.
All right, it's time for the Super Bowl. Minnesota versus LA. Who wins?
Oh man, on the Minnesota Vikings.
All right, Vikings are the Super Bowl champs.
That'll be a game between two teams that never won.
Yeah, that's true. First time for everything.
Yep.
All right, guys. Not much to talk about today, really, because the World Series ended.
Free agency hasn't started.
Free agency has just started. NFL, same thing, over and over. A few upsets, a few wins here and there. Tough losses here and there. So, Brandon, we're going to let you go, and then I'm going to have John on to finish out the show.
You sure?
Yeah, because you're not really a Met fan, so I just want to have a nice discussion with John.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Brandon.
Bye, Brandon.
All right, John. So this is only going to be like 3 to 5 minutes. It's not going to be too long.
All right.
So the Mets brought back Edwin Diaz. That's the first move they brought. They did. They brought him back. That's the first move for the championship puzzle that they want. They want to win. They want to win a ring next year or the year after. They want to win. I know they want to win one. So what's the next important priority for this New York Mets organization? Is it going to be Jacob deGrom? Or is it going to be a big bet like an Aaron Judge or a Trey Turner?
I would honestly say, looking at their roster, I would want to go get deGrom back. They have no pitching. I think that's the most important thing right now.
And what would the pay range be for him? I saw a report like 3 years, $125 million.
I definitely think he would beat Max's all-time record from last year.
And that was what?
43.
All right. Because if you look at this Mets team, they won 101 games, same as Atlanta. But I think they're missing a piece. I think they need a catcher. Because, honestly, James McCann has been a bust for this New York Mets team.
Yep.
I think you could agree with me on that. He's been a bust. McCann hasn't been what he thought it was. Francisco Alvarez, I am not sure if he is 100% ready. I am not sure about that.
I'll give him more time in AAA.
Yeah, I would too. So I'm looking at this Mets team, and I think they need to try and go after a guy like a Wilson Contreras or a Mike Zunino. That is my Mets need. They need to go after a catcher. First, bring back deGrom. That's the first thing of their business that they have to take care of. And then after you do that, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go out and you're going to have to get the catcher. McCann's not going to cut it. Nito is good as a defensive guy, but not for a starting gig. So if you're the Mets, you have to go after either Wilson Contreras or Mike Zunino. Then after you settle the catcher position, that's when you go after and look for guys like a Trey Turner or an Aaron Judge. And then after you do that, what you're going to have to do is you're going to find a way to bring in another pitcher, whether it's a Carlos Rodon or a Justin Verlander. And if you're not fully confident in Eduardo Escobar, I'd bring in a guy like Justin Turner. I think
I can see that.
I think he would make the full circle way back to the Mets organization. He is in his late 30s, so if he could retire with a team he once played for, and then once he left there, he became a star, then I say go for it.
Yeah, Beatty, too, at third base.
Mm-hmm.
He did good in, what was it, he played for a week, I think?
Yeah. All right,
Definitely
John.
would be interesting.
All right, John, thank you for coming on today. Brandon, if you're there, thank you for coming on today.
It was fun, Doug.
This has been the Doug Survival Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. We will see you guys next time. And as always, thank you to our sponsors of each episode, Nicole and Dave. Go Sports. Take care, guys. See you next time.
See you.
This episode was brought to you by Nicole and Dave. Go Sports. For all your latest information surrounding the world of sports, talk to Dave.